Hey, good morning. Got a new tool, Bauer 20 volt Hypermax lithium heavy duty guaranteed. I still don't know what the guarantee is. For max performance, use 30 amp hour, 4.5 inch cordless angle grinder. 1761C-B is the Bauer part number. There is a 5-digit part number, but it's a cordless, basically cordless grinder. Let's take a look at it. I think I paid about $35 for this, roughly $30. Comes with the ever-present wrench. Very easy to use. Fits in 2 of these. Gives you maximum flexibility. They give you a grinding wheel. 4.5 by 4 by 7/8 arbor. Pretty standard for a grinder to have motor lock. You have to press that and turn this to get it to lock. Once it locks, you can take this off. Has 2 arbor flanges. The back one has a slot cut in the middle. Only goes on one way. There you go. Just for giggles, let's compare, see if this wrench works on the corded version. And it does. Obviously, I've used that just a little. Now it says 7/8. 7/8 is the insert. The shaft here is actually 5/8. Will the corded nut work? Yes, it will. So they're basically the same for the arbor. Got me a new wheel. Go ahead and put that on. Now, the arbor has an inset and an inner collar. And the inner collar goes in if you're using a wheel. It goes out if you're using cutoff. So, much easier to stand this up. So, comfortable to get your thumb there. Tighten this up. There we go. That went together pretty easy. Okay, so pretty standard. The corded has a handhold down here that includes the power switch. This has the power switch up here, and you just press down and press up to lock it. So that's kind of nice. That's a little different design. It's got the same sliding guard. Wow. That's a tight fit. It's a little different design than the other one. So it's got the same retaining feature. And what's funny is on this one you have to take that inner flange off to get this on. But once it's on, it is a safety feature. It's got 3 spaces and 3 of these insets, keys. It's a little different design, which kind of surprises me, because it has a screw here that you can adjust the tension. This one works a little differently. The actual handle is the tightening screw. I'm not sure if 2 different design teams got on this, or they just decided to do it different. To get that completely off, I have to take the inner arbor flange off, but the safety feature of having the inner arbor flange retain that is actually a big plus. A lot less likely for it to come off. Let's try the grinding wheel. Put the flange with the ridge in. So let's So there we go. Don't like where that is, so I'll change it. So it works pretty good. It has the 3 slots, which lets it come off easier, but the inner flange retains it also. So it's actually safer than the other one. Man, that's hard to get on. Of course, I can adjust that with a screw, but I'm not sure I want to. I have a feeling when that's not clamped down that loosens itself. Let me just turn it 1/8 of a turn. That's a pretty stout fit, and because of that I didn't get it where I wanted it. I actually wanted it right there. I had a question the other day. Somebody bought a Bauer tool and they said it ran for 5 seconds and stopped, ran for 5 seconds and stopped. That is the classic behavior of a dead battery. So there we go. Let's try that out. You push it up and it locks on, but when you hit that even the slightest bit, it goes off. It doesn't have to lock. If you just keep that down, it releases. That's a much safer way to use it overall. So, doesn't stand up, which I don't really have a problem with. I always want to lay it down like that. It feels good in your hand. The bigger tool here is actually more ergonomic. My hand fits better on it, and I have less chance of getting repetitive stress syndrome. Okay, so I'm right-handed, so I want to hold it in my right hand. I want to put this on and hold this with my left hand. That feels bent. See, it's kind of like an angle there. So it's comfortable. If I lock it on, I can grip it back here, but I actually like gripping it further up so I can have my thumb right there and turn it off at a moment's notice. Okay, 20 volt cordless angle grinder, 1761 CB, 7,000/min, 7,000 RPMs, 4.5 inch capacity, 5/8 arbor, 11 UNC spindle. In the last video, I cut this. Since then, I've put the holes in it to mount it. But the back looks like hell. I'm actually going to try to take the grinder and use it as a sander. My goal, I have a 2/3 battery. Somehow the charger got unplugged or to be full. I want to see if I can run that dead. Let me turn this around so we can see it better. The grinding wheel doesn't seem to be the best thing for this. It's going to leave a rough surface, but really okay with that. Let me get that paint off of there. I can hit it with a little bit of sandpaper, but roughness doesn't matter. That's the bottom. Obviously, a grinding wheel isn't the best thing for this, so I'll take the battery out. Take this off and put on a cutoff wheel. I think it'll do better. Makes a hell of a mess, too. So, this is an example of real world, so I need to change. Put the inset in. I got that off center somehow. Let's see if that does any better. Well, 2/3 is gone. There you go. It's fully on, so battery is dead. That might have been 5 minutes max. Of course, it was a 2/3. Maybe I could get 10 minutes out of this. So let me find the 3 amp one. I got the 3 amp. I've used it pretty heavy lately. It says it's fully charged. Let's see if I can at least finish this with it. Okay, that was 8 minutes. Took it down 1. Okay, that's probably 15 minutes tops. Nice, interesting pattern, and yes, there is a million different better ways to do this. But I got to try out the battery on this thing. Okay, I'm thinking you can get 30 to 40 minutes off of a 3-amp battery, maybe 15 off the 1.5. So you can use the 1.5. If you're doing a longer job, you're going to need the 3L or recharge the 1.5. So I've got one hell of a mess here. Okay, so impressions. It's about the same grinder as the corded version, with the added advantage of portability, with the negative of shorter life. If I can get 30 to 40 minutes out of this, I could put it on, run it dead. While I'm running dead the 2 1.5s that I have, the 3 could be charging. I don't know if that's enough time or not, but it, I could keep it in service. And if you're away from the shop, it's a lifesaver. As long as the motor can keep it spinning, the cutting work is done by the blade. And I couldn't bog this down. Of course, I was cutting some sheet metal, not very thick. I used a drill master to finish the top of a railroad rail, and it took 6 hours. I'm not sure I want to mess with these batteries for 6 hours, but it definitely has its place. Seems to be very powerful. I'm liking this. I think it's going to be a very useful tool. $35 for the tool only. I already had the batteries. I invested in them right up front because I knew I'd buy a lot of these. I'm liking this. I actually recommend it. $35. Okay, so if you like the videos, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.